Hmm. I've been waiting, oh so patient, through the rain and hesitation. I've been pacing, dreaming, scheming, while the world kept on redeeming. But now I feel it, hear it humming. My day is coming, oh yes it's coming. My day is coming, the stars align. A little champagne, a lot of shine. The band will play, the crowd will sway. Oh darling, it's my grand ballet. My day is coming, oh can't you see? It's all for the world, but it started with me. They said keep quiet, don't make a scene. Stay in shadows, don't chase your dream. But shadows stretch when the lights grow tall, and I'll take my turn to outshine them all. So strike the match, the fire's begun. My day is coming, I'm the rising sun. Oh, it's been a long time, but the clock has started to chime. My day is coming, the stars align. A little champagne, a lot of shine. The band will play, the crowd will sway. Oh darling, it's my grand ballet. My day is coming, oh can't you see? It's all for the world, but it started with me. Turn up the horns, let the trumpets shout. Dust off the dance floor, twist and shout. The night is young, the world's in bloom. This is my time and it's filling the room. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. My day is
Not like that, and very bright. It's so bright. English way. Hey, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you. Podcasts are home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door, talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. we would never do that. I read a post earlier. Sorry, it just hit me, Bill. I can do this. I am a pro. All right. I got this one. All right. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I'm your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. And join me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time. The one, the only, the original, the mighty Bell. How are you doing? How are you doing tonight, Bell?
You know what? This is what happens when both of us are incredibly tired. Everything seems
funnier, and we can't help it.
You had to read it. It's just nice. All right, I like the Friday shows now. These are my these are my favorite shows now. Is the Fridays. There's no monologues. I got nothing. We're the whole show is dedicated. No shit, you had to be there. And yeah, that's a good way to start it.
No.
Oh,
Get
Christ.
it right.
Okay.
Get it right.
All right.
It's no shit. There we were.
Okay.
That's how every good story starts.
You know,
No shit. There we were.
It seems like either of those would be appropriate, but I understand that you're a dot the I and cross the T kind of producer. So no shit, there we were. That's kind of the whole show tonight. I like wearing my fatigues. I like wearing my puffy slippers. And you know, as CSL, we're not exactly broadcasting to thousands anymore. I feel free to just go ahead and do whatever the fuck I want anymore, and that's one of them. So we're gonna open up this show with something for any male approximately my age. Odds are good that you've been through something like this. Damn it, Belle. It was there and I lost it again. Hang on, I'll find it. I'll get it back. Okay. Where the hell is it? Why does it keep doing this?
Do I need to send it to you on Discord?
No, I got it. So, no shit, there we were, getting ready for our colonoscopy. And and I've longed to put into words exactly what you go through at the before. It's not even the colonoscopy. It's, well, I mean, I don't remember it, but it's not even, that ain't even the worst part. The worst part is the prep. And anybody who's ever been through it, I've struggled for years and years to find the words for this. And I saw it over here on the Twitter. And I just thought I'd share it with everybody, for those of you who are not going through it. If you have a penis, you're going to go through this. All right. So you might as well just kind of embrace the suck on this. And I was I was going to put it on the teleprompter, but I was like, you know, it's Friday, man. Who cares? So it's not the colonoscopy. All right. It is the lead up to the colonoscopy. That's where it gets weird. The colonoscopy itself is you're sedated, man, you know, or you don't remember it. So it doesn't really matter that 38 feet of fire hose just went up your ass. It doesn't matter to you because you're not really there. The after part is kind of funny because you have so much gas that, I mean, it like measures on the Richter scale every time you just pop one off, man. I mean, it is heroic. And I don't care how old you are, farts are funny. They are always funny. Boy farts are funny. Girl farts are gross. Girls should never ever do that. Boy farts are funny. And after the event, yeah, man, you get to sing like a brass band. It's pretty heroic. But the lead up to it, this is the part that'll change your life. So what happens when you drink 10 ounces of magnesium citrate? I'm glad you asked. So buckle up. 12:05 p.m. That is a little bit after noon. It begins. You down the 10-ounce bottle like it's a lukewarm Pabst Blue Ribbon at a college tailgate. The label says cherry flavored, but it tastes like someone described cherry to a chemist who's never eaten fruit. Regret sits in instantly. 12:06 p.m. You grab a handful of chips for moral support. They'll be liquefied before they clear your throat, but who cares? Life still feels okay right now. Remember this piece. You're about to enter the darkest chapter of your gastrointestinal history. 12:37. Tumbling starts. There is movement in the depths. You've got 5 pounds. You've got 5 pounds of impacted regret in your colon, and you just drank the human safe version of Drano. You think it's go time, but it's not. One sad little snake turd. A warm-up act. That's the last semi-solid you'll see for the next 24 hours. 12:57 p.m. The situation escalates. Your stomach is in full revolt. You have 0.3 seconds to make it to the toilet. Running is risky business. What? One wrong step and you're going to paint the walls. You pray for sphincter strength like never before as you waddle at Mach 3, pants half down, whispering. Whispering, please God. Not like this. Not like this. 1258. Impact. You sit. You sit and the gates of hell open. The explosion is biblical. It hits the back of the bull with such violent force it ricochets like a sprinkler system. You ask yourself, is that blood? Nope. False alarm. Just the ghost of a cherry pie you ate in 2004. The smell is unspeakable. The acoustics are terrifying. The neighbors think you're performing an exorcism. 1:06 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. This is very, very accurate. Time becomes meaningless. You've evacuated everything you've ever eaten, plus a few ancestral meals for good measure. Your colon feels like it's been sandblasted with lava. The burn is real. You're sweating, you're crying, you're contemplating life. You meet Jesus briefly. You meet Jesus briefly, but he sends you back. He says your mission's not over yet. 8:37 p.m. You're empty. You are broken, and you are reborn. Now, your ass, it is a war veteran at this point, and your spirit is stuck in recovery. You'll never be the same, but you will survive. Tomorrow, you'll rise from the ashes, slip into your last clean pair of underwear, and waddle into Walmart like a survivor of gastrointestinal warfare to buy a new toilet brush and reclaim your dignity. You've earned it. And I got to give a round of applause to whomever it was that wrote that up, because, my God, that is funny. That is accurate. You know why you're not laughing, Belle? Because you never did it. You never did it. You drink that bottle of hell. That's what it is. It is chemical hell. Human safe Drano is very, very accurate. It's a very, very accurate description of that stuff, because for the younglings, for the 40-year-olds, for the 45-year-olds, for the men who have never went through this yet, you are still gastrointestinal virgins. All right, you have never experienced trench warfare. So you swallow it confidently, saying, nope, I got it, man. I've been pooping my whole life. I know how to do this. You don't. You don't know how to do this, but you're going to learn. All right. You're going to learn an hour after you swallow that bottle, and you have never experienced. It is the male equivalent of giving birth, but it takes 8 to 10 hours completely. You have done, I mean, literally, if they hooked up, what are those things they put on girls that'll measure the contractions? What is that machine called?
I don't remember what that's called, but I know what you're talking about.
If they put it on boys, you would see the contraction. You'd say, oh, God, oh, that's a big one. You just got to breathe, dude. Breathe. You just got to breathe. That's all it takes to give birth. I see every movie I see. What do they say? You just got to breathe. Just breathe. All right, everything's going to be cool. And you need to remember this, gentlemen. So when you drink that magnesium citrate, you just got to remember, as you're sitting there praying for death, that you just got to breathe. All right, you're going to get through this. You just got to breathe. And no amount of courtesy flushing will clear that air. I mean, that is a toxic environment for hours after that very, very first one. All the rest of this is just, you can't even imagine there's any liquid left in your body anywhere. It is like physically impossible for that. Make a game out of it. All right, record it. Just put the camera on your face and just record it and put it up on the YouTube and say, I just drank magnesium citrate. It'll be funny. You'll get lots of views. Every man who's been up there will be applauding you and saying, yep, welcome, welcome, welcome. You did good, sir. And then all the vets afterwards, all of us will line up. You know, we put our arm around you. We console you. It's like, yeah, man, I know. I've been there. I've been there, bro. We've seen things. All right. We've been through things that regular men can't understand. All right. We've been through it. The 1,000-yard stare is real. Anytime I go into Walgreens and I walk past that shit, it's the PTSD hits me like you wouldn't, like an arrow to the chest. All of a sudden I'm walking by, I see it, and I'm like, that's what it like, and you're staring at it going, no, 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 and you start running away. I throw my shit, I drop my backpack, I'm running, getting away from that stuff. It's absolute toxic. What do you think about that, Bill?
You know, unfortunately, there was something that came out, that was out for several years actually, that had much the same effect due to a substance called sugar alcohol.
Sugar alcohol? I'm not familiar with that.
Yes.
Oh, does that blow your ass apart, Bell? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does. My diabetic doctor when I was a teenager and, could actually afford to buy my own candy and stuff. Again, no shit, there I was sitting in her office, and Halloween's coming up. Now, it's been years since I've actually been able to have candy or anything. And she tells me, "Okay, you can get some of the sugar-free candy, but you definitely want to read the nutrition label and keep yourself to how many pieces it says on the label. If you eat more, you're gonna wind up in big time trouble. You're not gonna be able to move off the toilet." Yeah, and of course, she's stone faced. She's trying not to laugh, while she's got the serious look in her eye, but of course, I followed the direction. My brother did not. And yeah, sure enough, the one bathroom we had in that house was tied up for ages because he didn't listen to the warning.
Let me tell you something. When you do the magnesium, and Carlos, I read your comment. All right. Have you done it, bro? Have you been through it? I've seen things, dude. I've seen things. And you're going to see them too. You're going to see them too. You need handles on the side of that toilet for when you sit down, because you're going to launch like a SpaceX rocket. I mean, it's physics. All right. It's just a matter of thrust. And you're going to generate some thrust like you didn't know was capable of being generated out of your sphincter. It's amazingly impressive. So yeah, I'm just saying that was a what did we say, Bill? No shit, there we were. No shit,
Yeah,
no shit, there it was.
we were.
And when you put this stuff down, man, the toilet is optional. All right, because whatever's going to happen will happen. All right, it's going to happen. If that bathroom is taken, you plop your ass in the sink. All right, you do something with it. Go outside. The dogs will excuse you. They're like, "Hey, look, he finally went outside to go potty." That's what's gonna happen, man. This stuff, it is pure. I don't want to do that again. I'm due for another one. 55. I have to go in again. So I'm 54 now. I just turned 54 in July. So I got about 10 more months of peace before I got it down that. No, not even 10. It's October, isn't it? July,
It
September,
is
October.
October, almost November.
So I got about 9 months before I have to go through that thing again, and it is. I'm not looking forward to it. I can't even imagine what that's going to do to me now with my current diet, because I don't eat carbs, I don't drink sugar or eat sugar. I don't have any carbs, no sugar, nothing like that. I'm on less than 20 carbs a day. No soda, no anything. All right, I'm like pure water from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. So I have no idea what it's going to do to me this time. What could possibly be in there? For the first time in my life, by the way, changing that diet like the way I've been doing it, the thing that I miss is blowing up the bathroom. All right, that is the gift and the right of every middle-aged man to go in there and just absolutely annihilate the toilet. I used to put on my Indiana Jones costume when I'm walking in there, like I'm on the quest for the Covenant, Ark of the Covenant, and I want to make sure that toilet is simply an obstacle that's in my way. I'm gonna go up there and just destroy this thing. I mean, the fumes. I would call people to listen outside. I was just so proud of it, and now it's nothing. All right, I'm like, I plop and I'm standing up 30 seconds later, completely done. It doesn't even, I don't even stink up the bath. My shit doesn't stink. That's what happens now. There's nothing there. I mean, it's the size of a baby's arm. It's a lot of fiber. And, I take a picture of it. I send it to my friends and all that. But all the joy's gone out of it. I mean, my eyes, I don't sweat when I'm on the can. My eyes don't water. I don't sweat. I don't scream. I don't do any of the fun stuff I used to do. Now it's just like you're going potty, and I miss it. I wouldn't think that I did, Belle, but I really, really miss it. I miss, you know.
Well, you know what? Your upcoming medical procedure gives you the chance to have that happen
That's it.
again.
I get to relive it once every 5 years now. I get to relive that, and you'll hear me. I don't care. You know what? I don't even have to go live. You guys are gonna hear me. You'll be sitting there doing something. You're like, "Fuck, is that Scott?" It doesn't matter where you are. You're gonna hear me. All right, because I'm a broadcaster and I can got a good battlefield voice. So you'll hear me. I don't care where you are in the world. You're gonna hear me one way or another. I'll even, you know what? I was gonna say I'll record it and send it up. How funny is that? Because everybody accepts every file that I send them on Sigea Cloud. We can track them. We can see them. If you guys have tried sharing and you go on the desktop, you can literally see the state, who you shared it with, and if they accepted it. We did this by design, so nobody could have, as far as a legal sense, there's no deniability. The file was sent to you, and that you rejected the file. So we always have that. But how funny would it be to record that? I'll just put a piece of double-sided sticky tape, put the phone right there on the wall, and I'll do one of the slow. I'll do one of these slow things. Kind of like Clockwork Orange when Alex looks up. I'll just this will be your scene, and then the tears, and then the crying, and then the screaming. That could be funny, and everyone will accept that video. They're gonna look at that, see the top of my head, and they're gonna go, "What the hell's going on with this?" And then, and again, you gotta hold on. You gotta hold on, man, because you're gonna launch off that fucking thing. This is. By the way, this is what you get when we're not structured anymore. This is what you get. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I do got a little Sigea update for you. Belle's going to read any comment or question while I drink, because this is a drinking stream. What are you drinking tonight, Belle? Are you on anything? You've had blood sugar issues all day, so are you sober or are you hitting it?
Yeah, the blood sugar has calmed down, so I am breaking out the
Horse
horse
soldier.
soldier.
Good call. Big round of applause for that.
Did you know they actually, all of these labels, they actually make them by hand?
Do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a point of pride for them. They make them by hand.
This one is a sticker, so I don't think they make it by hand. Scott's on the Kentucky Rambler again last night. It is. It's proof. You know that you're drinking something, but the buzz was very, very good and very, very mellow. I mean, that's what it was. It was a very good, calm, comfortable buzz. I felt funnier than ever. By the way, if you guys are drinking, I promise you I'm funnier. I'm a lot funnier when you're drinking. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, go ahead and get to some, Belle, because I do have a couple of no shit there it was, but I want to give some Sigea updates and all that. But go ahead. We like to talk to everybody, so go for it.
All right. So, Sigea fan, what are the conferences y'all are going to next week? We are hitting a couple of conferences in northern Arkansas that are related to business networking. They're smaller events than we've been going to, but I mean, it's pretty much the closest thing we could find to us. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, we had to.
Not kidding.
Yeah, we had to drive on. I wanted to drive on this. I'm just tired of planes. I'm tired of airport and plane. So I said, let's find something within 14 hours. We'll drive 14 hours. That's our cutoff. After that, it just ain't worth it. Because, I mean, you're out the door at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. and you don't get there till 7 or 8 and you're gassed. You don't think driving 14 hours tires you out? It does. And, we're just gassed. So I was like, find something within 12 hours and we'll go ahead and do that. But I'd still rather do that than fly. Unless we're 20 hours, like we did Vegas a couple
20
times.
20 hours was a bit much, and we did think about it.
Yeah, but it's I don't want to take 2 days. It's 10 days, 10 hours in the car one way, 10 hours the next day, and then you're gassed before you actually get there. And you want to be at our best. We're shaking hands, we're handing out cards, showing apps, and all that other good stuff. So we like to be at our best for those. So this one is nice. We get there about a day early, so you get to rest and recuperate and get all the cards ready and all of our resumes ready. Resume meaning a 1 page for what is Sigea Cloud and all that. So we take the time on that.
He's fibbing. I get that ready before we even get on the plane.
I don't even see them until I'm about to hand them out. I just are they good? Do they work? Yep. Okay. I'm not gonna fact check the CEO. She says they're fine. They're fine. But yeah, they're so this one isn't so bad. It's only maybe a 7-8 hour drive. Yeah, I don't mind that. Drive up day before, chill out, have some booze, and then next day we do the show. Next day after that,
Watch the game. It is football
it
season.
is football season. The big game this week for me, of course, is Denver Broncos versus the Dallas Cowboys. And this one is particularly interesting because I don't think the Cowboys have beaten Denver in 30 years. I don't think they have. But if they were ever going to, it would be this weekend because Denver is trying a very, very bold strategy of not making any points until the fourth quarter. So, I mean, and it's a bold strategy, Bell. Let's see how that plays out. Eventually, the shit. All right, it ain't gonna work. All right, you're 5-2. Denver could have reasonably been undefeated without 2 walk-off field goals, and one of those field goals that was missed got flagged for leverage. Who has ever even seen that penalty? But they could have reasonably been 7-0. Reasonably been 7-0. And wouldn't have that been the talk of the town? That would have, because they don't not have, aside from Sutton, they don't have a notable receiver. Franklin, I guess he's kind of coming on. But Bo Nix is not that good. I mean, this is not the second coming of Tom Brady or Drew Brees by any means. But it'll be the game to watch, and Denver's defense has just been on fire, man. So Dak's going to have a bad day. He's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked a lot. And, yeah, it'll be interesting. And fortunately for Denver, Dallas Cowboys have about the worst defense in the league. So, yeah, and that's what Bo Nix needs to play against. He needs to play against bad defenses, and it'll work out. So that's the game that I'm watching. And, you know, whatever else shows up, I'll just hit play on, whatever's showing up, I'll listen to it while I'm driving, and there you go. So anyway, Belle, please carry on if we got anything.
All right. So you already answered, well, we both already answered Sigea fans' question of what was Scott drinking tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, he's on the Rambler. All right, Sofa Ninja, I like to call sugar-free gummy bears runny bears.
Bears? Is that it because of the sugar alcohol shit? Does that do that to you too, Jason? Does it blow the ass right out of you?
Oh, I've got a review after I can read about these after when I'm feeling really, really, really bad. I do look up the Amazon reviews for them. They have pulled that product. They pulled it a few years ago, but when you're in a mood and want to laugh, yeah.
For sugar-free gummy bears?
Yes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, those are those people that were putting those like incredibly lengthy, like Mark Twain style reviews on some of these products. Yeah, and that shit was funny. I mean, that was funny.
Uh-huh.
Fame is everywhere. Isn't that funny how that works? I mean, it is just absolutely everywhere if you are unique. That's really all it takes is just be unique. All right, Belle, please carry on.
All right, G. Torres, regarding the procedure you were talking about, okay? I have not. Ironically, I picked up a box with the same ingredient yesterday from my dad that also has magnesium sulfate, sodium sulfate, and potassium sulfate. Was yours pure magnesium sulfate?
Pure magnesium citrate. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And sometimes it feels like we're in a matrix. I have the box right in front of me right now.
Bro, because I told you, Carlos, a long time ago, I put a camera in your house. You're going to have to find it. But you explain why you have that bottle in eyesight right now as I'm discussing this. All right? If you can reasonably figure out that level of...
He's dosing his dad. Didn't you listen to his comment?
No, and I get it, man, but you explain how I'm discussing this as you are staring at a bottle of it. All right? You figure out the odds of that coincidence. We have a lot of math people on this stream, a lot of very, very smart people on this stream. So punch up the math and figure out what are the odds that I'm talking about magnesium citrate as Carlos is sitting there staring at a bottle of it. And if you want to change your life, sir, drink it. Just pop the cap, 10 ounces, and drink it. And then you come on next time we're live and you tell me that you didn't just give birth. All right? Because it's going to be a long night. Yeah, take it about noon. All right? So that you're all flushed out before you go to bed. You're going to be 5 pounds lighter when you're done with that. Think about it. So, yes, I know you said Belle's rolling her eyes and all that stuff. Just drink it. All right. Ain't going to hurt you. Just drink it. And then you'll find out. Belle, carry on, please.
That was all right. So Mackenzie actually says, okay, miss the Elway days.
I'm hitting my cigarette. I ain't got it. It's Friday, man. I ain't got to be Johnny on the spot on the mic on this one. We all miss the LA days, bro. And you know what? A funny thing. I keep bringing this up over and over and over. But the Denver Broncos have only drafted one quarterback that has won a playoff game for the Denver Broncos. And do you know who that quarterback was? Bell. They beat the Steelers in said playoff game. Do you know who that quarterback was? His name was Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow, with a big old round of applause, has been the only quarterback drafted by the Denver Broncos that actually won a playoff game. Tim Tebow. And they cut him the very next year. He won the playoffs. They came up and said, "Nah, we don't want this guy. We're going to go somewhere else." And then it was this drought of playoffs. We hadn't even made the playoffs before Bo Nix actually got us back. Or I'm sorry, before Peyton Manning got us back in there. And then from Manning, it was just a stream. I mean, just a long stream, a long string of disasters and regret and bad calls. And for fuck's sake, what'd you pay for Russell Wilson? You thought this was a good trade. You thought this was a good idea. And he said, "Oh, no, we're going to get Trevor Siemian. We're going to get all these other just half-ass, no idea." Trevor Siemian, for what it's worth, was playing very, very hot until he got a girlfriend. As soon as he got a girlfriend, he didn't win another fucking game. So all I have to say is that her vagina must have been made of solid gold, because his mind was no longer on football after that. He was great. He was 5-1, and then he got a girlfriend. And we finished like 9-6. So yeah, girls are bad. Girls, weekend legs. Go ahead.
Which is why I'm still surprised that Kelsey is standing.
Oh yeah, but he's not half the man he used to be. You see, that's right. I said that. Okay, let me give you guys a little Sigea update here. Let me top up.
And then can I read one of the sugar-free gummy bear reviews?
Yeah, let me do the update real quick. So we had a interesting problem this morning, and it was actually me and Sofa Ninja and myself that discovered it. And after uploading and sharing large files, he was unable to download said large files. Could do it on mobile, couldn't do it on desktop. So naturally, I took the video that he sent me, I sent it up to team, and I raised holy hell with him. I mean, I was not nice. What in the fuck? All the money that we sent. And it turns out...
True story.
Yeah, and it turns out that we have overloaded the servers. Now, that is a good problem to have. That means we have enough users and enough testers and enough people who are actively using this protocol that we overloaded our servers. Our memory was absolutely peaked out. Literally, we couldn't do anything else. And the GPU spikes that you saw were heroic. So we've been wondering for a while how many users we can actually handle per server, and I think we found out. So we're optimizing the code. Now, a fix has already been implemented. It's been testing. Bella and I will test it out tomorrow, and we'll let you know. But the fix has already been implemented so that we can effectively double the amount of people on the servers. But we know about our max threshold. So when we start hitting 60% per server, we're going to spin up another server. And when we do that, we'll spin up another, spin up another, spin up another. So depending on our rate of growth, we're good. Now we have, obviously you guys know who we're using, so we don't need permission. All we do is get up there, type in, pay it, boom, server's up, configured, and we're ready to go. So we can
I think we're gonna run out of the servers way before they're ready to stand up more, though. That's the problem.
You know what? If it happens, it happens. We'll go to Flux. All right, we'll go somewhere else, but we're gonna be all right with that. But it's a good problem to have. It is an excellent problem to have, is being forced to scale. That was our dream. That was absolutely our dream, is putting your backs to the wall and saying you have to scale right now to handle demand. So it was a very good morning for me. I mentioned it in Sigea tester feedback, but that's ghost town too. The entire podcast Discord is just a ghost town, man. There's just and it's not personal, man. I don't take it personal over there, man. Crypto is just dead, absolutely flat out dead right now. All you see over the last 2 weeks are all these chains that are just stopping. They're done. The dream is over. They were bullshit when they started. They finally ran out of money and they're just pulling the plug. So they don't care. They got out. They made their money. They're all cool. And for the retail investors, sorry, man. Better luck next time. Between Kadena, Tory just came up, Territory, which they should have done a long time ago, but Tory came up and said, yeah, we're done. And it's just who's next over and over and over. So I can understand all of the deep depression that everybody is kind of going through out here in this field because you're lost. We're all out to sea. People are still talking about this alt season. That is not fucking coming. They're still talking about this bull cycle that you already went through. All right. Alts never got a piece of it because alts never were going to get a piece of it. But it's going to be okay. I'm going to sit there and just say positively. I know what most of you guys are invested in, or at least have a piece of. And that's what we're working for. You know, Sigea itself doesn't have a token, but we represent two. And our success is going to completely push into their success. My favorite thing is all the people that still give me shit up and down the board. Give me shit because I still talk about Jackal. The thing that burns my ass about this more than anything else is that I'm going to make them money if they're still holding on to that token. I don't want to make them money. I would literally offer the buyout right now, 2.5 cents. I will give you cash at 2.5 cents for every single Jackal token you own. All of them. I will get you out of this with zero slippage. That's how confident I am. I will buy everything you have at 2.5 cents. Because if you try to sell it anywhere right now with the liquidity pools as small as they are, you won't get that price. I will give you that price just for you to fuck off. That is how confident I am in this.
Well, and let's face it. Let's face it. And this is literally no shit. While we made the majority of our buys when it was at 0.02 cents previously, we've been in it and buying from the beginning through now.
It's data futures.
So
why the fuck would I not?
Data futures.
Yeah. I mean, they don't expire. Data futures don't expire. Crypto tokens don't expire. Yeah, it's data futures. And again, if for our model and our plan for us to be truly price competitive against iCloud and Dropbox and all that other shit, the only way we can make it work is with data futures. So I'm stacked, I'm satted, and I'm going to keep going because I know the ROI that I'm going to get on each and every one of these tokens. We already know how many testers we have. We know how much data that we're storing, and we know our rate of growth. Do you guys know our rate of growth? We haven't even fucking launched yet, and it's up and to the right. We haven't even launched yet. Very confident. That's all I'm saying on that one. So go ahead, Belle.
I mean, literally at current price. Well, okay, so this was a few days ago, but when I looked on Tuesday when we were talking about all of this, it was going to cost 513.18 Jackal for every 50 gigabytes of storage.
That's correct.
I did the math. Okay, we've got about 250, 260 testers. That's a lot of Jackal that we are having to pay to provide storage.
Yep.
Do the math. I did.
It's gonna go. I'll let Carlos do the math. He loves this shit. He loves this shit, man. Look.
Well, all right. So G Torres is also saying, let's read some shitty reviews already.
All right. You know what? Fuck you. You don't want to listen to me, Carlos? I don't need your shit today. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. Belle, read the shitty reviews.
All right. So one of our beloved physicians brought a bag of gummy bears to work to share with the staff one overnight shift. Not realizing they were the famous, dreaded sugar-free gummies, multiple staff throughout the shift grabbed a handful of gummies while passing by, and each have their own near-miss stories, but this is mine. The next morning, I have to run an errand about an hour and a half from my house. On the drive home down a curvy backcountry road, my stomach begins to cramp and I feel the immediate urge to empty my bowels. Frantic, frantic as I realize I'm not going to make it home, I start searching for a place to pull over.
Rookie. you just shit your pants, dude. Do it like a man. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Carry on, Bill.
The end of a gated logging road, perhaps. I'm speeding along, arching my back, practicing Lamaze breathing techniques, anything to stall the inevitable. I pass the first turnoff that has a sheriff's car parked at the end and keep searching with sweat pouring down my forehead and bubbling noises in my guts that drown out the heavy metal on the stereo. Finally, I spot the end of a bushy trail and whip my truck sideways, thrusting the driver's side door open and leaping from the seat to scurry around to the other side. I turn around with fingers in waistband about to drop trowel and look up to my horror, realizing it is indeed the end of a driveway. And the folks outside are staring me down.
Don't do it, boy. Don't do it.
And the folks outside are staring down toward me, probably wondering what this crazed individual is about to do.
Yeah.
For several moments, I seriously considered just completing the task and running away, but couldn't imagine my parents seeing the cell phone video of myself on social media later in the day. I scurried back around the truck, and halfway there, my ability to hold back the hot lava flow of liquid stool from making a hasty exit out of my spasming rectum was lost, and I crapped my pants right there on the side of the road, standing next to my truck.
Like a man. That's what you do. You shit your pants and you deal with it.
My bowels cramped up and expelled every drop of liquid from my body. At that point, I'm now standing there with leggings full of hot liquid stool running into my shoes and debating on what the next best course of action should be. Of course, I have no extra clothes or any towels in my truck. What do? Do I call someone? Do I drive home the remaining 20 minutes? After a few moments of self-reflection, I decided to strip off my shorts and lay them on the seat of my truck and get inside.
Yeah.
It was a rather uncomfortable drive home with the windows all down and skin burning on the backs of my legs and buttocks. It was one of the longest 20-minute periods of time I've ever experienced in my entire life. I alternated between crying and laughing at the situation and checking the speedometer like a paranoid drunk, thinking I can't possibly get pulled over right now because what would I say? Yes, officer, I crapped my pants. That's what the smell is. Tears streaming down my face. I finally arrive home, screeching to a halt in the driveway in front of the open automatic garage door I triggered as I was drifting the curb onto my road. Holding the bottoms of my pant legs closed tight, I awkwardly staggered into my house and immediately into the shower, well, almost fully clothed. Fast forward another 3 weeks, and I'm at work hearing about the other incidents, and the light bulb clicks on. 35 years old, and I've had to reset the clock for the how long you've crapped your pants countdown. Thanks, Dr. Hansen. Lesson learned. Make sure the gummy bears are not the sugar-free version.
You know, I'll give you a round of applause because, yes, that is funny. I don't think I've ever had one, but now color me intrigued. Belle, get some sugar-free gummy bears. All right. I will.
They're off the market, so that brand I can't.
They exist
Literally
somewhere.
can't.
If it ever existed, it exists again somewhere. Now I don't.
I've looked for those occasions where you've really ticked me off. I've looked.
I don't eat candy, so it's going to be kind of dead. But if you tell, yeah, they're sugar-free gummy bears, you know I'd munch them. But I have my own little thing. I'll share this, and we'll take a break, play a song. I used to work as a remote field service technician, and I've been doing that pretty well my whole life. Back in a dark part of my life, I was working for a company called Siemens Government Services, and I used to service Burlington Airport. Burlington, Iowa. So anybody who's in this region understands, here's Iowa, here's Des Moines, here's Burlington, way the fuck out there in the middle of the cornfields. And it's a little regional airport. We're talking 2 people work this entire airport. There's nothing to it. But it's a bit of a haul from Cedar Rapids all the way down to Burlington. There's basically nothing. There's a freeway, pretty much all the way there. But there's a Burger King. Yeah, Burger King when you're leaving Burlington, and it's just before you go and jump on the freeway, and I get hungry, and I know what that does to me, but I said, nope, not this time. Not this time. So I pull in, I get a number 7 with a Coke. I was still drinking sugar at the time, and that's the chicken sandwich. All right, the chicken sandwich and the medium fries, and I always get it with extra mayonnaise. I don't know why, but I always get it with extra mayonnaise because the chicken and all that itself really has no flavor. But I enjoy the
Well,
taste.
and the chicken's usually dry.
Oh, it's bone dry. This stuff is terrible. But there's something about mayonnaise that has been left out in the sun because I swear that's what they do. That's how they get the tang. And I say, yeah, put extra mayo on it. So I get it. And like when I unwrap, and I'm driving because obviously I'm not going to stop to eat, man. I'm a road warrior here. I'm going to go. So I pull out on the freeway, I unwrap the chicken sandwich, I take the bite, and it's the gush of mayonnaise in your mouth. It's not rancid. It's tangy, Belle. It is tangy mayonnaise. And the hit of it, it's like, I don't know what you say. It's like biting into a blood sausage. It's like, you get that mayonnaise, and I'm just like, oh, it's so good. I feel like smearing it all over my face, and I'm shoving French fries in there. I'm drinking soda, and I'm just as happy as can be. I got the music going, cranked up. I'm on my way back. It is a 2-hour and 52-minute drive from that airport to my domicile. It's a perfect day because I only work there about 2 hours. So it's 3 hours there, 2 hours work, 3 hours back. Great day. And I finish the food and I eat every last goddamn French fry to the point where I'm like shaking it out, licking the inside of it, getting the salt out. And I'm just like, yes, I did it. And I feel great until I make the turn and I'm getting back on. It's not I-80. I forget what freeway it is where you make the turn because you're
218?
218. Yeah. And I jump on 218 and I'm like, fuck, I got it, man. Everything's good. And it's like the very second I go by the very last bathroom, it hits. And it's like that magnesium citrate stuff. You're just like, I'm partying.
Actually, I gotta ask here. Okay, was it 218 or was it 163? Because that's even worse.
It was 218 because I'm heading up towards Cedar Rapids. I didn't like to take the roundabout way. I go up and about. But
yeah,
I got the music up. I'm partying. I still got some soda left. And I'm just talking and singing to myself. I sing to myself in the car all the time when the music's playing. Belle can probably attest to that. And I'm just singing and having a good time. And all of a sudden I got this, I mean, you get that look on your face like something is wrong. I mean, real quick. Everybody's been through this. And I know that it is 39 miles to the next bathroom, period. That's how far it is. There's nothing on that road. It is 39 miles. I'm doing 70 miles an hour, which gives me about 30 minutes before I can get to that next bathroom. And all of a sudden you get that rumbling and you're like, oh, something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Oh,
And, you just like, you think you can massage it out a little bit. It's like, yeah, I don't know what that is. You're just going to massage.
You were texting me. You were texting me this entire time.
They were like long texts like, oh, and you're stuck. All right. I'm doing 75 miles an hour. I crank up the air conditioning because all of a sudden I'm like, why am I sweating? It's like getting Montezuma's revenge for anybody who lives southwest or south of the border. It's like getting Montezuma's revenge. You're feeling fine. And then you're like, why am I sweating? It's just it
Okay.
hit.
So I'm gonna interrupt you for just a second more. Okay, I'm at work. Okay, it's the middle of the workday, and I got the text saying my stomach is hurting. I don't feel good. Trying to massage it out and shake it off. And I'm sitting there going, no, stop rubbing your stomach. That's not
that's what
good.
pregnant girls, they do that all the time. I'm like, it works for them. It calms the baby. Let
And
me
I'm
see if
sitting
I
there
can
going,
calm my
I'm
colon.
sitting there going,
Yeah, it doesn't work.
no.
So you turn the music up, hopefully for some distraction. I crank up the AC. I lean my head up against the window. I just lean it because it's nice, it's cold, it's cool, it understands me. And then you get the gurgles. And I'm sure you all know what I mean by the gurgles, because you're just like, I was like, oh, yeah, that ain't good. You can't, what you want more than anything else at that moment is to loosen your belt, but you can't loosen your belt. If you loosen your belt, that's like opening the dam. All right. It's like opening the spill gates on the dam. It's coming. So you're actually tightening your belt, thinking maybe that'll help to keep it in. All you're trying to do is distract yourself as you're now going 80 miles an hour, 85 miles an hour, up to 90 miles an hour, because I know where the bathroom is. And the closer you get to it, the worse it hurts, because now you know that I'm going to make it. I might make it. I'm not going to make it. It's all going through your head at the same time as you just keep your foot on the gas and you just keep accelerating. Look, if I get pulled over at that time, I will pull over. The cop will come up and I'm going to shit my pants right there. And he's going to say, why did you do that? And I'm going to say, sir, Burger King back in Burlington. And I think he'll tip his hat. He'll say, yeah, man, I know. You should have mentioned it. I'd have given you a police escort up to the bathroom. You know, it's only like 4 minutes up that way. Yeah, I know. I know it's 4 minutes up that way. That's why I'm going 95 miles an hour, because I'm going to make it. But when you get to that, and it's a rest area, and it's a pretty good rest area. It's one near a major town, so it's actually pretty clean. And this is Des Moines, so there's not a lot of graffiti or homosexuality going on.
Well,
there.
that one's Iowa City, because remember, you hadn't hit I-80 yet. I know that rest area.
Yep, so
I know that one.
Yep. So it's Iowa City. So you go ripping off the turnoff there into the rest area thing, and I'm still going 90 miles an hour. You should not be doing 90 miles an hour pulling into a rest stop. But I like to think anybody who's been in this situation understands. And I drift into that parking lot or into that parking spot. I mean, I'm grabbing the brakes, whipping the wheel, and I literally drift into that parking spot. And two things will tell you at that moment if God loves you. One, the parking space closest to that bathroom is open. God loves you. And the second is that if that first stall is actually open, God loves you. And that is, I've done it. The funny part is that it's not my first time, man. I've done this 5-6 times. Every single time I'm saying this will be the last. I will never eat that Burger King again. And then I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. I got my work done. It's only 3 hours home. Piece of cake. I'll grab a bite. And it's always Burger King. It's always Burger King, and I have done this over and over and over. I am whipping into this fucking rest area like Mario Andretti. I mean, and drifting into a parking lot. Just screeching them down, getting sideways. Tires are chirping. Chirp, 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 chirp. And when you go bombing out of your car, I don't even lock it. I mean, I'm surprised I remember the keys. I don't even lock it. I open the door, shut the door, and just go running on in there. Anytime you see somebody running that fast into a bathroom, the
path clears.
You need to get out of their way, man. All right. We've all been there. But in the event, Carlos, that you're not going to drink the magnesium citrate, just eat Burger King chicken sandwich, ask for extra mayo. All right. You're going to get the same effect. Anyway, guys, we'll be back. Yeah. We'll be right back here after this little break here on the podcast on the KPOD network. Please stand by.
The moon's got a twinkle, it's sharing tonight, dancing in the heavens like a soldier in flight. We're all in step, we're feeling alright. Snap your fingers, tap your shoes, forget the world and shake those blues. Swinging with the moonlight, oh what a view, under the stars the drums keep time. This old dance floor feels just divine. Hearts beat faster when the horns align. Catch that rhythm, let it glide. The world can wait, we're here tonight. Swing with the moonlight, oh what a view. Under the stars we'll jitterbug through. Swing with the moonlight till the morning's new. Oh, swing, swing, swing that moonlight groove. You are it! Swinging with the moonlight, oh what a view. Under the stars we'll jitterbug through. Swinging the moonlight till the morning's new. Oh, swing, swing, swing that moonlight groove. You are it! Swinging the moonlight, oh what a view. Under the stars we'll jitterbug through. Swinging the moonlight till the morning's new. Oh, swing, swing, swing that moonlight groove.
Not like Jack. And baby, break. So play. English way.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Belle, can I tell my no shit there I was story? I don't even know. We've been doing this so long, and I don't know. I just told you I'm almost shitting my pants eating at Burger King. But this is for a very young Scott, and I'm not sure. I was at Navy time. I'm not even sure if I told this story on this show. I'll start it out, and you let me know. So this was back in 1990 or 1991. We were one of the very last ships. I was on the USS Hewitt. And did I ever tell this story?
No, I don't think you did.
Okay. So we were one of the very last ships that was allowed into Hong Kong for the big crackdown, and we can't go there anymore. And Hong Kong is a great town, by the way. That's a wild town. But I was a very, very young E4 cryptologic technician, maintenance, surface warfare expert on board the USS Hewitt DD-966. You can look it up. The ship's actually got a history. And we were in Hong Kong. I was a writer, all right? I was not part of ship's company. I was there for one specific mission. I was a crypto tech. I'm sure you guys can figure out what we do. We're the guys who listen, and we heard that. That's literally down the sleeve of our T-shirt is we heard that. We listen, and that's what we do. So I was one of two matmen that were on there, maintenance guys, matmen. And when we're in port, they don't need us. So we actually get to cut out and go do Liberty. But we have a real dick officer in charge, this brand new lieutenant, whatever his name is. I don't know. But he says,
God, the newbies are the worst.
yeah, and he just made 03. So he was feeling very, very special with those two bars on his shoulder. But
oh, how cute.
Yeah, but he decided one matman's got to be on the ship. I was like, for what? If it breaks, we're not doing anything now anyway. But it doesn't matter. So I had to go out on Liberty by myself, and you really shouldn't do that. I was 19 years old. You should really not go out into Hong Kong all by yourself at 19 years old. That town will eat you, absolutely eat you. But I had a good idea where to go. A lot of sailors there, friendly type people, and yeah. So I went out there and I started drinking, and it was Tiger beer because I was not a bourbon guy yet. I was still a beer kid, and it was Tiger beer. This stuff is rotten. I mean, it is just rotten. But I had been out 7 months, so it tasted like ambrosia. All right, this is the greatest stuff I ever tasted, and I was drinking a lot of it. I was 141 pounds. All right. I was a rail. There was nothing to me. And if you guys have listened to us for any period of time, I think you could probably agree that I tend to talk a lot. I did it back then too. I really talked way too much. So I'm like 7, 8, 9 beers deep in a period of about 2 hours. I mean, I was pounding these things. And I go up to the bar, and the bartender is basically cutting me off. He says, no, 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 you cannot have any more. You drunk, you get no more. And I, for some reason, I take off my command ball cap. Don't ask me why I was wearing it, because I was 19 and stupid. That's why I was wearing it. But I take it off, I throw it on the bar. And I said, if I ain't getting a drink at this bar, nobody's getting a fucking drink at this bar. And I turn around, with my massive 140-pound frame. And I'm like, none of you fuckers are drinking at this bar. So there were 3 snipes that were sitting at a table kind of near it. And they stood up because apparently they disagreed. They disagreed with what I just said. And snipes we call them snipes. These are engineers. These are the guys way down in the bowels of the ship. If you've ever seen the movie Titanic, and you remember when Leo DiCaprio and the pretty girl, they're running through there, and you got the guys that are out there shoveling coal. And I assume that's what they do, because I don't go down there. Nobody should go down there. But I got coal shovelers that it's not coal shovelers. These like gas turbine GTG guys, doesn't matter. But they stand up and they approach and they're like, we're getting a fucking drink. And I said, the fuck you are. I was wrong. I was very, very wrong at that moment, because I got my ass tuned up like it hasn't been tuned up in a very, very long time. And it was all 3 of them at once. I don't know who swung first. It was probably me. I'm just going to be honest here. It was probably me having like Steven Seagal, because he was very popular back then in the 90s, having like this Steven Seagal flash that I'm like, I'm going to kick all 3 of their asses and make sure nobody drinks at this bar. I was wrong. That's very wrong, because I got tuned up. I like couldn't even open my eye. It was that swollen, blood, missing a tooth. I was a mess. Let me just say that I was a mess. But I was so still liquored up that I wasn't quite feeling the pain yet. So they escorted me from the bar, and it turns out that, yes, I was wrong, and they are going to get a drink. So it's late. I'm lost. I don't really know what's going on. So I start stumbling back to the pier. We were anchored out. And the funny thing is that small boys, and a destroyer is considered a small boy, we don't usually anchor out. We usually pull up to the pier. But there were so many ships in there at the time that we were anchored out. So I'm stumbling back there. It's like 2 fucking a.m. And I go to the small boat launch. That's where the motor whaleboats come in to cart us back and forth to the ship. And I'm just sitting down there, and I'm bleeding. Obviously, the beer is wearing off, so I'm in a lot of pain. And I look like I just been through it. I look like Hong Kong had its way with me, and they were pretty well right. Hong Kong did. And somebody comes up and he taps me on the shoulder and he says, flat out, what the fuck happened to you? So I explained it. That's it. I explained it. I was like, I recognized the guy vaguely. I didn't work for him or anything like that, but I knew it was a chief. And I said, Chief, man, look, I fucked up. I got out there. I decided that I was the king of that bar. And a couple of the engineers from the Hewitt, because I recognized them, they decided I wasn't, and it didn't work out well. And it was the coolest thing I've ever been through in my whole life. It's literally the reason that I went 26 years in the Navy as opposed to just doing my 6 and getting out. He just grabs me by the shoulder. He said, come on, gets up. There's literally a motor whaleboat that's tied up there. Nobody's in it. It's just tied up to the pier. And the chief walks me up there. He puts me in the motor whaleboat. He jumps in behind it, throws casts off, gets up there, and starts... It gets funnier. He just starts heading back in. He's pointing right at the Hewitt. I can see it. We're not that far out. But he says, we're just cruising along in that. I'm just sitting up there bleeding. And he gets in. He's driving us back. I see the red and blues. All right. Reflection on the water. It's 2 a.m. I see the red and blues. And no shit, it was Harbor Patrol. It was Harbor Patrol back there, American Harbor Patrol, that were following the motor whaleboat in theirs, and they had their red and blues going. And I didn't say anything, and the chief didn't seem to care. So I was like, maybe they're not going. Maybe they're not going after us. No, they were coming after us. So we get up to the gangway, and it's it lowers it. It's not monkey lines. It's actually a set of stairs that kind of fold out. We set him up, sets in the bottom. You know, you can pull up a motor whaleboat and jump on it. So he pulls up next to it. He lashes it real quick, grabs me by the arm, puts me up there, and walks me up. And when we get up to the quarter deck, it's the quarter deck. All right, it's different when you're moored out, but it's the quarter deck, and I pull out my ID and I salute, request permission to come aboard, get credit, and the chief just goes, yeah, fuck that. And when we get there, the goddamn the harbor patrol, they pulled up behind him, went running up the stairs, and are kind of going across the quarter deck. And they're like, "You stop right there!" They're yelling this at the chief, and I froze. I was like, "Fuck." I knew it. I knew it. I knew this was wrong. But they just fucking freeze. And the chief just stops and he says, "What?" Just so casual. He said, "What?" And they said, "You just stole that motor whaleboat." And he looks at him dead in the eye and he says, "I didn't steal it. It's right fucking there." And he just turns around, grabs me by the arm, and walks me inside up to my berthing. And he says, we'll deal with this later. Funniest thing that I ever saw in my life. I never quite understood the immortality of the chief petty officer of the United States Navy until that very moment. I had all of 20 months in the Navy, and that was my first very, very real experience with it. I don't know if I've ever told that story. Did I ever tell that story? It's the first time that you're hearing it, Bill? If it is, that's great that it was a good story. If not, I'm just kind of curious.
You know what? I think you have told me that story. I do not believe you've told it on air.
Okay. Well,
think
there it
you've
is.
told me I think you've told me that story before, and again, you see the reaction
Yeah.
there.
So if you ever,
I mean, it's just as funny today as it was back then.
So if you ever hear me say, "I didn't steal it," it's right fucking there. And then just turn around and walk away. The level of confidence of that, of you're going, you know what? You can't do fuck to me. All right, I'm on my ship. You're a visitor. I'm on my ship. Get the fuck out. It was great. It was that was like my story, Belle. That was one of my big ones. My experience in Hong Kong. I've never been back since. I only got 1 day of liberty because after that they wouldn't let me off the ship. They said, the young lieutenant said, "Yeah, you know what? You had enough of Hong Kong. You're just going to stay here. We're in 4 more days. All right, you're not on duty, but you're not going anywhere." So that's it. I got to hang out on the ship for 4 days. That was my Hong Kong story.
You know what? We've actually, I'm getting demands for a Halloween themed no shit there I was story. And I've actually got one that comes to mind that you were a part of.
I don't recall, but go ahead and serve it up.
Okay, so no shit, there I was.
There we were.
Getting ready. Oh, no. You were remote for this one. So hang
Okay.
on.
All right.
The we were there happens a little later. So no shit, there I was. I worked for an establishment called Sleepy Hollow Scream Park. It's August. It's getting warm. We're already beginning set up for the month of October when the Scream Park opens. I am a little peon working with the gentleman I will refer to as Care Bear because, hey, when he gives you the stare, you literally give no cares. I'm wiring sound systems and, piecing things together. There's a problem though. On days where we worked more than 10 to 12 hours, Care Bear and I would break out the booze. And we were enabled, by the way. We had people stopping by to give us booze. I made a critical mistake one evening. We're working in a house called Twisted Tales. And I'm sitting there, yeah. We're pretty freaking tipsy. Nathaniel has a very good talent for mimicry and making himself sound like someone he's not. So we decide, okay, and again, it is literally just 4 people out there. Okay. So we decide as a group, we're all twittering at this. But again, we've been drinking. I was a little younger. We start twittering, and yeah. Oh, you know what? We should have Care Bear do prank calls because he's really good at them, and he can sell anybody anything. Well, we're having this conversation. I decide to go ahead and get back on the ladder, which I'm scared of heights, by the way. So this is not a good place for me. To keep from damaging my iPhone, I put it down on the table. I don't realize it's unlocked. Who decides to call some of my most frequent contacts and leave them voicemails asking them for donations to the restaurant Smokey D's? Care Bear. Who was one of the people that he called, flat out stating, "Hey, I heard you have a very succulent, hard to handle 7-year-old." Who got that call, Scott?
You know, you've told this before, and I'm doing my very best to recall it because I want to add to the story. I literally do not remember this. I simply do not remember this. I would love to say I do. What did I say? What was my response to this? Because I honestly don't recall it.
You sent me to voicemail.
I sent you.
So Care Bear had to leave you a message, and you never returned the call.
Is it still on there? That's funny. You know, it'd be funny
I
is
don't
if
know.
I went on here and I actually saw this message. I don't
I don't know. It's been years.
I don't check messages. So if there is a message, what's your phone number? Go ahead and read it live. Read it live. No one will write it down. Nobody will call you.
515-326-1799.
There you go, guys. You got Bell's number now. I have voicemails on here from 2018 that I still haven't listened to. 2018. I don't check voicemails.
You need to narrow that down just a little bit more. And if you have not listened to that one, you need to play it.
I'm not seeing it, but wait a minute. Amy, it's deleted messages. What year would it have been?
Maybe. Oh God, I don't remember. You're asking me a lot there.
Well, I mean, it's kind of your thing. I'm all the way down to 6424. That's the oldest one I have.
Yeah, no, it was way more recently than that.
More recently than 24?
Yeah.
When would it have been?
Ah, God, let me
How
find
funny would it be? What's your number again?
515-326-1799.
I don't see a voicemail. I would love to do it because how funny would it be if I had that voicemail?
Yeah, if you've got that voicemail, and yeah, you could. Pretty sure you could hear me laughing in the background while Care Bear is leaving you that message.
Why do they always have nicknames like that, like Care Bear? You know, to this day, I
Because
to this very
because
moment, I don't have a nickname.
he earned that handle, and no, you have not earned that handle yet because you haven't been around the medic and security crew long enough.
No, well, I'm working. I'm working. I ain't got time. No, I don't have that message, but I will certainly look for it. I know. How funny would that have been?
And oh, that would be freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
And remember, you were not the only one that Care Bear prank called that night.
I don't really do prank calls.
He prank called an arms dealer with the same offer that evening.
Yeah, I don't really.
Except it was adjusted to his kids.
I like to keep the Coinbase scammers on the phone as long as I can. I do that one. I keep doing it. They're like, when they call you and they say, hey, yeah, no, we got $500,000 in your account. We just need your credit card info so we can send it over to you. I'll keep them on the
This
phone
is just
forever. Oh, really? You got 500,000 for me?
this is just proof positive that you ignore my messages.
I ignore everybody's messages. It isn't important. It's nothing personal. All right. If I don't,
it was prior to your deployment in Africa.
so that was a while ago.
So yeah,
I-
it would have been 2017, 2018.
Yeah, they don't go back that far.
No.
It's nothing. I'm not ignoring you. I just don't live on the fucking phone the way I used to. And if it goes to voicemail, don't bother, because I'm not going to listen to it. I don't even know how to get to it. Barely. I just figured it out right there. Apparently, there's a little thing that says voicemail. I don't look. I'm not going to listen to it. Call back. If it's real important, call back. Keep calling back till I answer the phone.
Now I know what to tell Care Bear the next time he decides to prank call you.
Yes, and if you call back 3 times in rapid succession, I'm going to block the number, because I'm like, I don't recognize this. I don't know who this is, and I'm going to block the number. It's nothing personal. The only numbers that I let through, if it says, are the Coinbase scammers. I let those guys through, because I like to keep them on the phone as long as I possibly can. I start telling stories. I get all cryy and mopey. My fucking penis fell off, man. It fell off. It's sitting right there, dude. I was shaving and my penis is on the ground. And they're still coming back. Well, Fred, can you reach your card? If you reach your card, we'll send you 250,000. I'm like, my penis is on the ground, man. I'm bleeding out. What do I do? Can you reach your card, sir?
Ironically, based on text messages received the next day, who the hell got into your phone yesterday? Because I got some really weird messages.
And I don't mind the weird messages if they're from girls, because I got a hunch there's a Scott doppelganger out there that has tits somewhere in this world. There's a Scott doppelganger that has boobies and that is doing the same shit that I'm doing. And I would love to, I'd find it interesting if I was getting those kind of messages. But yeah, for the most part, if I don't recognize it, I pick it up. It's like, oh, okay, fuck you. I
need to find Care Bear and have him on the show, because my God, I mean, his voice.
Now's a good time. We've ran off any audience that aside from the deep, we have the deep family members. So yeah, now's a good time to bring on all these people.
We started with the deep family members. We've actually got 7 people watching right now.
And that's the highlight. We've put so much money into this studio to entertain the 7 people who are watching right now. And you know what? Here's to you guys. I appreciate you sticking around. I'm going to snort this bell. So give me that.
But yeah, the next day I'm getting texts. Okay, who the hell was that? I might have left my phone accidentally unlocked on the table while I was wiring speakers, because I was on the ladder and didn't want to drop my phone and break it, because and I was listening to music and it was unlocked so I could skip songs and yeah.
and they took my phone. Is that what you're gonna do? Did I do a good Bella? Did I do a good Bella impression right there? She is very, very manic sometimes. So
at the time, I was sitting there. I was panicking. I sobered up overnight. Okay, give me a break.
Yeah, I don't really sober up that quick.
But the funny thing was, you never turned down the offer, so I'm pretty sure it's on the table, even though kiddo is older now.
Okay. You know what? Let's just take that off the table. There you go. Anyway, Belle, coming to the end of it. Questions, comments, concerns, observations. Go, go, go.
Nico J, good evening and thank you for the show. Aside from Akash and Jackal, which Web3 projects do you think are market ready and ready to establish themselves on the market? Are there any other ecosystem projects that you consider worthy of long-term interest?
Anything more or less deep in related, I still consider that market ready. The problem is that you have to convince Web3 that they're market ready, and we're pretty clear that Web3 does not give a shit about Web3 projects, not at all. The fact that they're using AWS over DPIN should be all you need to know that this space is not serious. It's not serious about itself. It's gotten away from its ethos. It has become what it used to behold, and I'm not going to change my mind on that. Until we actually become a sovereign space, meaning using sovereign censorship resistant, censorship proof infrastructure, which does exist in this space. But until we get there, we can only build so many apps. All right, look, we're going to do fine. We're going to push tons of value to Jackal, tons of value to Akash, probably Flux if we chew up all of the Akash servers, and we're already to the point that we have to scale. So maybe Flux I'm kind of interested in. But for the most part, all the rest of these, man, look, you're just waiting for the we fucked up, we don't have any money left, and we're closing shop. That's going to be across the board, man. We're seeing these things every other day now. It was Tory today. A couple days ago, it was Kadena. It was, I mean, they're just going to be more and more and more of these guys just putting up. The next one on the block, I'm going to say, is probably Gelato. There's no way they got any money left. If they're still alive, I have no idea how they're doing it, but I'm sure Gelato's going to roll up. Some of my old favorites, they rolled up like 6-9 months ago. So DPEN is the only thing that has any kind of real use case in this space. The days of trading tokens for victory are fucking over. They've been over, man. People just, they can't put it to bed. The body's cold already, man. Rigor mortis is setting in, and you're still trying to gamble on if the elbow will bend. So I'm going to stick around with DPIN because DPIN is probably one of the few things that exist out here in the Web3 world that is actually real, that is actually tangible, that is monetizable right at this moment. I have zero interest in anything else. You guys are you're scraping the corpse. That's all you're doing, man. You're just trying to keep the corpse warm, and that's pretty much across the board. You're always going to have degens. You're always going to have gamblers. You're always going to have these fuckers, and you guys built the market and catered to them. You fucked up. You fucked up years ago, but you just simply couldn't let it go. When is the last time that Osmo came out with anything? This is still the holy grail of decentralized exchanges. And when's the last time they did anything? It's a corpse. All of these things are corpses, man. So I'm not interested in anything that isn't DPIN related, period. That's it. You asked, I answered. I hope that answers the question. Belle, please carry on.
G Torres, random, but thoughts on Chainlink?
Chainlink is never going away. As long as you still have the need for Chainlink, and you do. All right, look, man, they are it. As far as oracling and all that other shit in this space, man, Chainlink is it. So they're going to hang on as long as you still are developing this casino type of world that we built out here. Then they're going to hang on because they are simply the best. But am I going to invest in it? No, man. I don't invest in depreciating assets or depreciating ecosystems. Not if I see that there's maybe a chance to get out of here. They were purpose-built for one particular thing, and that's degens trading tokens. How is that working out now? All right, these days are fucking gone. We just haven't erected the headstone yet. But the coffin has been laid into the hole. We're filling in the dirt right now. We just haven't put up the headstone yet. It's just a matter of time, man. The longer this goes on, the longer this shit continues, the worse market sentiment gets. There is no fucking second bull run for crypto. It had it, all right? Had it in 2018, 2020, 2021, 2023, and it's over now. It is over. It's products, serious products. That's the only thing that's going to come out of there. The same goddamn thing that came out of the .com bust back in 2001. The similarities are eerie. Don't believe me. Just ask Rock. Say, show me the similarities between crypto and .com. And it's going to lay out every single one of them, man, one at a time. And you're going to say, fuck, it's the same thing. It's always the same thing. Cell phones, automobiles, computers, it's always the same thing. Massive bubble, massive influx of cash, and then a slow bleed where only a couple of champions walk out of it. It's been this way as long as there's been money and people trading it. It has always been this way. So they're good now. They're hanging on now. Will they be successful long term? No, because very few things in this space are going to be successful long term. Very few things came out of the .com bust. Very few things are going to come out of the Web3 bust. But the things that do are going to be massive. But I don't think Chainlink is going to be one of those, because what are you representing now? All right, what are you representing now? Nobody's out here trading shit. You don't need that kind of Flash Oracle and all that other shit when nobody's trading anything. So anyway, that's my opinion. Belle, carry on.
I mean, there are a lot of other ecosystems that are providing usage in day-to-day operations. Okay, you guys know we like Jackal and we like Akash.
We do.
I like VeChain. Yeah, they did experience the pump and dump that happened during a crypto bubble, but overall through their lifetime, they've held steady.
Yeah, VeChain,
And-
and I'm a fan. Yeah.
I mean, they are marking automotive parts and such as NFTs for tracking purposes in case there are recalls. I can't find fault with that.
The thing that fucked up VeChain is that they tried to be too many things. They needed to be supply line logistics. That's what they needed to be. They needed to be authenticators of authentic things. That's what they needed to be. They needed to stick with that. They decided we're going to do the crypto thing instead of doing the reasonable and rational thing. So, yeah, it's going to bleed out. And they are bleeding out because you're supporting a whole lot of things that do dick and earn nothing. You should have stuck with what you were purpose built for and what you're good at. And they just didn't. Crypto does that. That does that to people. They get up here and think, what else can we do, instead of let's do one thing spectacularly well. Let's do a whole lot of things very half-assed. That's crypto in a nutshell. So if they'd have stuck with it, I'd still be holding that token, but they didn't. They said, we're going to branch out, we're going to fuck around, we're going to see what else we can do, instead of just doing one thing exceptionally well. Anyway, carry on, Bill.
Nago, and he just asked this question. This is the last one for the stream. Do you like beer?
Do I like beer? Well, back in the day, I really liked beer. I cannot tell you the last time I had a beer. And when I did have a beer, it was always Corona Extra with a lime. All right. My days of Pabst Blue Ribbon or Milwaukee's Best. That's a shit my grandmother used to drink, Milwaukee's Best. That's what I used to steal out of the fridge. Yeah. I like Mexican beers. When I do drink beers, I like Mexican beers. I don't care for German beers. I don't care for wheat beers. And I know that that shit they drink in Ireland and Scotland that is so fucking popular. I don't care for them. It's too rich. I didn't like it. I do like Mexican beers. I like Dos Equis. I liked Corona, and I like Corona Extra with a lime. So when I was drinking my beer, that was my beer, and it made me happy. But I haven't had a beer in years. So hope that answered the question. I know it did. Belle and I are on the road again next week, guys. We won't be back in town until Thursday. We may go live Thursday. Probably not. It'll probably just be a Friday show. I don't know. If Belle's up for going live on Thursday, you guys know I always want to talk. And yeah, we're just going to let you know state of everything, where we are, where Sigea is, and the deals that we are making, the hands that we are shaking, and all that other good stuff, just like we always do. We're building very, very transparently. There's going to be a new APK and IPK coming out. I was hoping that we would be launched before we did this first push, but it turns out that we needed to do it before we launched. So stand by for those. As soon as they're ready, you guys will get the notifications. And yeah, after that, we're launching shortly after, come hell or high water. We are functional enough to go ahead and launch us, start monetizing, and really, really start pushing value out. But yeah, that's about it. Appreciate the week. Appreciate the time you guys spent with us. Belle is going to go ahead and talk us up, take us out of here. We'll see you next week, guys. Go, Belle.
All right, again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who joined us this evening, we cannot say thank you guys enough. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys and the comments and questions you send our way. Nago, I am actually in the process of answering your question myself, so hold on. Anyway, again, we will not be live until at minimum Thursday evening at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. In between now and then, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, scott@thepodcast.com or bella@thepodcast.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, we can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Wait for it.